Yo, what is good, Jets Nation? Welcome back to Jets Media. This is Richie, and we got some Jets news to talk about. So the New York Jets just signed two brand new players after the first day of training camp, which happened to be today. If you guys want to check out my latest video of breaking down everything we saw from the New York Jets on the practice field this morning, make sure you guys check that out. I'll leave that linked down below in the description. But in this one, we're going to break down the two new additions to the New York Jets, that being wide receiver Alex Erickson and safety Dane Cruikshank. So this is really interesting moves from the New York Jets. Obviously, we saw the Jets trade away Denzel Mims to the Detroit Lions, so the Jets had an open roster spot for a wide receiver to come compete for that last wide receiver 6 spot. So Alex Erickson seems to be the player to be in the mix with the guys like Jason Brownlee, Irvin Charles, and all those guys, and Gibson. And then we get a safety who can definitely compete for a role job. And for the 53-man roster, I really like this safety that the New York Jets brought in. So let's get straight into business here. But before we do that, guys, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button and comment your thoughts of these two additions by Joe Douglas and the New York Jets. Let's start off with the wide receiver, Alex Erickson. So this is a player who's an undrafted free agent for the Cincinnati Bengals all the way back in 2016. And he played 80 total games with the Cincinnati Bengals over 5 seasons and totaled 93 catches, 1,086 yards, and 1 touchdown. Last year, he played for the Washington Commanders for just 2 games rather. And this is a guy that has special teams, punt return experience. Don't really see him making the 53-man roster, but of course the Jets need bodies for preseason. They need those guys to play in the Hall of Fame game and to play in the 3rd and 4th quarters in the preseason. I don't really expect Erickson to really make the 53. Maybe he can be a practice squad guy and provide depth at that spot, but this isn't anything too crazy. The Jets continuously add depth, and it's basically a Denzel Mims replacement at training camp. Now, this player I'm more excited about. Now, Dane is a safety who is pretty darn good. Now, he's a bigger safety, guy that's just known to be in the box and just lay the wood, and he's pretty darn good. Last season, unfortunately for him, he played 8 total games for the Chicago Bears before being injured and being placed on the injured reserve list. He's a former 5th-round pick by the Tennessee Titans back in 2018. In 52 career games with Tennessee, he had 66 total tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 interception, 2 pass deflections, and 1 forced fumble. And he also, look at this ratio, 473 career snaps on the defense, and then 950 career snaps on special teams. So this is a player that can really provide big-time potential at the special teams unit, and special teams is very important, folks. So this is a player that's going to come in here and compete for that backup safety spot, because if you look at the safety position for these New York Jets, that's the one position group where we're kind of depth-wise, right? We bring in Adrian Amos to fill in for Chuck Clark. We have Jordan Whitehead. We have the young guys of Tony Adams that I'm really excited for in year number 2, the undrafted free agent. Ashton Davis is kind of on the roster bubble, in my opinion. We have a promising undrafted free agent in Trey Dean. We move away from Will Parks. This kind of feels like a new Will Parks, right? That's my comparison, just in terms of a special teams ace and a guy that can provide depth at that spot and maybe come in certain packages, right? He's not going to be the star of this Jets defense. He was never the star in Tennessee. He was that guy that really would come in certain packages. Say their safety goes down for a few snaps, he will plug in and play quality football. So I think Dane has a chance to make the 53-man roster and provide depth behind the 2 safeties for the New York Jets. I love this move. Both moves are okay. Dane, I'm really I'm more excited about than Alex Erickson, to be honest. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, guys, of these 2 moves from the New York Jets, and I'll catch you guys next time. Let's go, Jets. Peace out.